Welcome back again. So it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It rained 3/10 last night. Digger is digging our last cornfield of the season besides filling in wet spots, which may or may not happen this year. Talking 2 inches of rain tonight still. So we got to get this done, and the problem with running 2 planters is we got fertilizer on both, so we're going to try and do some mathematical equations to get enough seed on Dad so that he runs out of fertilizer and seed at the same time. Then he's coming back to the yard and then finish out the season with the 9RX because he's got the most seed on him. So that's the plan currently. All right, I think we're getting under control. There wasn't as much seed on there as the scale told me, so it lied to me. I got JP Jordan going to get some more seed in bags, and I'm hoping between the 2 planters and my bags that will be enough. We'll see how it works out. All right, it's time to head to the field and end corn planting. Brody's out trying to get one more, well, that's 180 acres actually, done before it starts raining. 5 minutes ago, it was extremely humid and hot, and now I should be wearing this. It's dropped temperature, so something's changing in the atmosphere. Makes me nervous that we might not get this done. Oh no! We made it in again. That is just... I gotta quit saying it because I will get locked out if I keep saying that. Just gotta make it one more day. Alright, he's outrunning me. Must be in a hurry. He's the one that's freaking out about the temperature change. He's like, it's gonna come early. Man, he's efficient. He's already unfolded and I just got here. Alright, how do we do this again? It's only been a day. Weeds. Lowering. Okay, meters are loaded, unfolded, weight distribution on. Gonna suck up the saddle tanks first, then go to the planter tank. Alright, so I believe he's gonna do the outside pass, and as long as I do the inside pass, my planter will recognize the coverage and turn off. So I think I'm just gonna follow him around and let him do all the hard work, and I'm just gonna follow his marker track. I don't have to do any thinking, just follow the leader. Yeah, this worked pretty good. Now the only thing I have to remember is that color that's Dougo. That's what he's painting. My planter does not recognize that. My planter's controlled right here. So I just gotta keep that in mind when I come up to where he's about to head south there. I've gotta remember to stop at the edge of that pass, or I'm gonna double plant everything. I've never done headlands with another planter before, I will say that. A little chaotic. I better let him get ahead a little bit. And we are still way too close behind the diggers. Like, it's still tacky out here. And the digger is still over there working. Right there. Randy. So this is a good example here, if the glare works. See that dark blue going over the light blue? It only knows, or this tractor knows, so if I was pulling a deer planter, it would have shut off. But here's the example of what the planter's controlled off. Obviously, it just thinks we're out here all by itself. So anything that isn't square is going to be double planted on this field. Just how it's got to work out, how it's got to happen. Almost had a collision. Look both ways before entering headland. So Dad threw down his marker. I centered my line over on the south edge, and we want to double check we're on the same, that something isn't off. I just planted that whole way with my master off. Nice. I could turn around and do that again. Well, the line's right. The line is right. There's gonna be some goofy stuff going on in the op center. Oops. I was wondering why it was beeping. I'm just waiting to go out a seed here. I leveled it off. I ran out on one row, went out there, leveled it all off. I'll be lucky to make it to the end. Jordan's heading down with the pickup. We picked up a bunch of bags because I didn't want to break a pro box, because then you'd have a bunch left over, so we can return the pro box hopefully. We'll see here. We're coming right up to the end. Right here. I think we're gonna make it.
I've got 24 rows over here. Are you gonna come over here? And if you go back down to the west, you can come back up on these 24.
I gotta load seed, I'm out. Okay, it looks like I got about 125 gallons left, so I need about 15 bags in there. So, 15 bags it is. I seen Grandma ram into the planter one time, wrecked Dad's tailgate. Grandma rammed into the Dad one time, dented his tailgate in. She don't like this.
No. How many you want?
Give me 4 of them. 4. No talc. We're going dry. That should be good on everything. Oh, it is. Perfect. It's the same variety. All right, Jordan's gonna hang out in case he runs low, but I needed a set amount because I gotta get rid of my fertilizer. So we'll see how it works out. Look at that guy. Seed tender guy just goes right to the planter. Yeah, he just ran out of seed too, so I'm gonna blow past him here. We're both on a straight track, so it'll work out pretty good. As long as my seed guy doesn't ram me. Just stop and admire that right there. Would have plugged this planter up so bad. I can't believe he made it through that without plugging. It's water. It's water! On we go. Yeah, you sure? It really sticks on there in that spot. That's just a known always an issue spot, and it would have been a lot better if the digger didn't leave the field like an hour ago. And if we had sunlight. Dad, he keeps getting on the two-way. This is just like a day where it can just open up at any time. Like, look that way, them weird clouds. Yeah, bet it's raining wherever that's at. Whoa, rough shift, wow. All right, I literally just ran out of fertilizer, so when I'm done with this pass, I'm gonna let Dad go until he's out of fertilizer, and then I can continue planting. But we do not have much left, so basically all we have is this little section right here. It doesn't map where he's done out here. So, on climate. So this one here has a ground-driven pump on, and I stopped, and Dad's like, what do you stop for? I said, I'm out of fertilizer, I need to take the chain off. No, you don't, not at this point, just go. Okay, I guess we've stopped caring. I don't think it's good to run it dry, but what are you gonna do when Dad tells you to keep on going? These are like the shortest rounds. It's literally from where Dad's at to the trees. Like mad chaos. And here we go. Last pass of 2024 corn. I get to do it on my own field. This is fun. I really enjoy running the planter. I'm not gonna lie. But I also equally enjoy just keeping everything going. And there it is. Done. Okay, yes. Are you excited? That's why you're beeping so much? Well, that's about as close as I literally guesstimated, like, what would it have been? About 900 acres ago, I guesstimated how fertilizer was going to work out. Absolutely added it up. This one uses more than it should because it overlaps. You can't turn off shut-offs. And out of literally just guesstimating, throwing a dart at a wall, I was 6 acres short only. So that's as close as I mean, I'm glad it was only that, but that's as close as I want it to be. Because I really don't want to have to store any on the planter or deal with that. And I also don't want to be 100 acres short and have to send a truck. Oh, okay. Look at this pluggage. Look at that. Yeah, it's totally fit. But unfortunately, we have a corn planting date, which I believe is June 1st. And I speculate by the time that this field would have been ready, it would have been past that if we get this rain they're talking about. So better in the ground, sloppy, let the rain seal everything up, than it be super late. This is fun. This is fun. I got it though. Planters have been through a battle this season. Wow. Look at this. This ain't all from just today. It's every field has had its special areas. I'll just say that. Just don't want rubbing like this when we get on the road. Eat our tires up. Your planter look like this?
No, not as bad.
DB.
Yeah, maybe.
This is just not a mud machine.
Well,
I would have been so plugged if I would have went through what you went through there. I don't know how you made it.
I haven't plugged once.
You have it. Brody's plugged this, I can confidently say, over 6 times.
Yeah, I don't.
I almost plugged twice.
Something about a new planter. When we bought that 12-row new many years ago, that's the first few years you couldn't plug it. Everything is brand new, perfect. No matter what you do, it seems like rebuilding them. They just aren't like they're brand new.
Well, I think a large part is due to this, because these start pushing mud, and then it squeezes up and then fills that full. And
well, there's no doubt that if you know you're gonna go mudding, you want the DB bar.
I don't want to mud, it's just...
I don't want to mud. Nobody wants to mud, but you know how lucky we are that big cloud went sliding off to the west there? Another storm where the clouds are going straight north. We're gonna get her bad. It's gonna be bad. It's coming tonight.
Yeah, this beautiful field, that whole draw there will be full of water tomorrow morning at this time.
And then we'll be saying we maybe should have PP'd it when we get to go and replant it in June.
I will have the hilltops, maybe.
What are we gonna do when we're over our hours on our lease tractor?
Dale, I'll wait till you see this before I tell you how many hours we're over on the lease. But at a certain point, you know, it just doesn't matter.
Do we have to go look at that planter and show all the people?
What'd you do to it?
No mud on it. Well, that's an understatement. Some mud.
I don't know, I almost feel like Brody's been given the really bad fields, because look at his wheels here. Yeah, he's been...
Well, maybe...
He said if he had a 2-track, or maybe even the 8R X, that it wouldn't maybe have made it through.
She's big and clumsy, but you're not going to get stuck. And if you do get stuck, well, you're trying to do something that you just should not do. But
oh, this looks so much nicer. Look at that. Look at all the room here.
Yeah, like I say, DB. DB. I didn't even have to adjust my weight distribution much on this one. It's a whole different animal than that one.
Big tires, I suppose.
I don't know, it was pretty, yeah, it was pretty good.
So
Otherwise-
do you feel like you know how to run it now?
Yeah, now we're done. Here we are.
He was starting to really get efficient at folding, unfolding, knowing.
I still struggle with the auto fold.
Yeah.
Something about the hitch, it doesn't want to always raise this perfect height, so then when you fold up, they go one way or the other. And it's a 50, 60, 40 chance that it'll work, I would say.
40% chance that it will work.
Correct, yeah. 60% of the time I have to get into manual mode and tweak on it. But it's nice when it does work. Who's gonna clean out the big boy tanks?
That's a rain delay issue problem.
Just put a sticker on there saying cleaned out.
Well, it is winterized. 1034.0 won't freeze, so
We'll leave that in there a little bit.
I'm sure they'd
Well, it's
appreciate that.
empty. I don't know. We'll have to call it.
I would imagine we're responsible for cleaning,
Washing.
washing,
My tracks aren't muddy.
winterizing. No, you somehow managed to just float through everything.
It's all about knowing how to operate the machine. Grody.
I think you just got lucky.
I wing it, and I leave it to the combine driver to say, "What the heck you do here?" I wung it.
There was winging involved.
Yes. Well, shall we go home?
I suppose that's a wrap.
We should.
I will not make this turn to the right with that big clumsy.
Maybe we'll go over here and show the soaking of my shirt.
Oh, this don't look so good.
No, that was from the winging down there. in the
This
corner.
also don't look so
No,
good.
That was the result of winging, but my tractor is clean. So this here, a stick from a tree that was dead. It was a branch that was laying on the fence line, and somehow
You told them in a previous video of this.
a little bit. No, I didn't. Did I?
Replay the footage now.
All I know is I was planting alongside the fence, and this stupid, I looked and that tree branch come up at that angle and grabbed a hold of this, busted that off, and then got into this wiring harness. I think this is hurt. Well, anyway, it whacked that off and actually hurt one of the little solenoids. So we had to replace the whole thing, because when I was taking this whole body off to swap them to see if it was a wiring harness issue or the actual body, I dropped that on the concrete from 4 feet high.
Ruined it.
Well, then the other half didn't work after that. Evidently they're very fragile, so don't drop them.
Or hit limbs.
And even a stick, because the 15 feet after I hit the stick, row number 23 quit working. So I don't know. They must be fragile, delicate little things.
Bet you wouldn't believe what it costs too.
I've heard stories.
Did he mention what it was?
He didn't know,
No.
but he looked like he knew, but he just didn't want to tell me. I'm guessing what? 800?
Oh, I bet at least. I bet. $800 stick.
Oh, we're into that stick for a service call. I wasted all morning long.
You got soaked.
It's maybe a 2. We'll see how how I come out of it medically. Maybe it'll be.
He got soaked in insecticide and fertilizer.
I didn't tell him about the insecticide.
Well, it wasn't good.
I have no feeling from my arm down to here, because that got me.
And I also will say that the right side of my face is numb because it kind of whiffed up on me when
The
I was
wind.
mixing. Because it's just got to be 80
So we
mile an hour
gotta-
hurricane winds.
Do we have to build a little fish house on the trailer that's contained, so no wind?
Yeah, it'll be
is-
just like the curtain side trailer where there's no wind, but then you're just hot boxing.
Right. Yeah, then it stinks so bad you die. But this ain't good. It's either from a horsefly bite
No, it's
or
chemical burn. I've experienced this all before. 2 more days and it'll be better.
feels like somebody's wrapped my arm
2 days.
in poly plastic saran wrap when
Yes,
I
sir.
twisted my skin.
I've had this all before. I've experienced
I've never
it.
had-
Spray tender, man, you just gotta be careful.
Well, I don't know how. I know now what not to take apart. I was shut off. I just didn't know that this line is under pressure. Because on my old planter, I have said this now. This is not pressurized on my old planter
No, but
unless the pump is on.
on the exact rate, it is definitely under pressure and
Don't
will
ever
definitely
take none
soak
of
you
this.
if the pump is running.
If this wouldn't have been broke, I'd have maybe opened that up to see if there was pressure, but I didn't want to.
Open it up right now.
No, but this here. Okay, that's it. We're going for the shed because the rain's coming.
You keep saying that. You've been saying that since we left the yard and there's been no rain. You wash it?
I just washed.
See you at the yard. Okay. Well, I'm back to seed tendering. Only I got the nice nimble unit. I'm late again, I guess. How's it going?
Good.
You get stuck yet?
I'm 400 pounds short.
That's it? Wow!
Did you get her set?
Yeah, she said at 220 pounds, that's all he needs per side. Nothing to it, he just needs a little splash, I guess. He's already in the cab. Well, I guess that's all he needed. Didn't even say goodbye. Wow, I feel so used. Well, I thought I'd just stop here. Came by this field. This is the first go around of planting that we had, and this is what we got here for corn plants. They're looking really nice. You guys better put your floaties on. You're gonna get wet. They're really looking nice, actually. Yeah. This might be one of my favorite vehicles. Love this little Kodiak. It's so nimble and pulls like a freight train. It might be because it's been boosted a little bit. Well, Brody's back home. He finished his field and went home. So did Dad and Randy. It's now starting to rain. I don't know how long this shower will last. It's been kind of doing that for the last hour. It rains a little bit. As you can see, the gravel is quite damp. Eric's spraying that field me and Dad finished earlier today around 4. He's spraying that. That's his last field. He's been spraying for 2 days trying to catch us. He's caught us now finally. So Jordan, he's out doing some custom land rolling. Hopefully the shower is not happening where he is at, or I'll be getting a phone call shortly. But I guess next video will be an update on how much rain we do get. Done with corn, obviously we got maybe a third done with soybeans, half done with soybeans. So we got half of those, then black turtle beans. So make sure to keep following along. Give this video a thumbs up if you would, and we'll see you in the next one.